Slayer.
No!
Slayer Pro. Kill the enemy team to score. Lost the lead. Gained the lead. Slayer Pro. Kill the enemy team to score. Gained the lead, lost the lead. Slayer Pro. Kill the enemy team to score. Gain the lead. Gained the lead. Lost the lead. Gained the lead. Gained the lead. Lost the lead. Gained the lead. Lost the lead. Lost the lead. Lost the lead. kill. Enemy team nearing victory. Five minutes remain. Game over.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Today we're here at Chambers Bay in University Place, Washington. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all the action out on the course. Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
First and foremost, Rich is going to be the host of the 2015 US Open, but it's a true links golf course designed by Robert Trent Jones II. Breathtaking views of the Puget Sound, as well as the Olympic Mountains on a clear day.
Frank, you think of links golf, you think of Scotland, the home of golf. Links in the state of Washington?
That's right, and it is a true links too. Wide fairways. You're going to have a little bit of imagination today as well, because when this golf course plays firm and fast, you've got to play the bump and run, and you will need a ton of variety of shots around the greens.
So we're ready to get the round going here at Chambers Bay, and we'll begin, Frank, at the first with a par 4.
496 yards, obviously that'll stretch anybody out there. That bunker down the right is very much in play. The fairway does narrow out too, just short of that. So this really is going to require one of your best tee shots. Semi-blind second shot, a relatively big green.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Moving a little to the right of the flagstick. Well, he didn't knock down the flagstick right there, but 25 feet, that's not too bad. Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, this one's tracking. Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5.
Ready to tee off here at the second. Frank, what's it all about?
Well, you hit your tee shot here through the dunes, Rich, not overly long, just under 400 yards. The bunker on the left really shouldn't be a problem. Just avoid the dunes on the right and left. Ah, nice.
Looks good.
Oh, that's fine.
Frank, when they say there's no line of play here at Chambers Bay, what exactly do they mean?
Well, most links courses, Rich, you have relatively wide fairways, and there's a sort of a big move in golf now that maybe we should go back to that and not so much manicured rough. We are, playing within the environment, and the fact that there's virtually no trees at Chambers Bay means the ball's going to be buffeted around in the wind, so you've got to have wider fairways, and therefore you really determine how you're going to play the golf course. It's not structured by purely the design of the hole. Safely on deck.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
And he's made the green. Par for McIlroy. But you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Frank, standing here on the 4th tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right, but if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the 2 previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Shouldn't be a problem here. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Frank, it's kind of fun to swing away on an elevated tee like this, the 5th here at Chambers Bay.
It looks straight away. It certainly does. And under 500 yards, so it gives you a chance, plus that elevation. You should be able to knock one down there. The whole pinch is in, though, with those bunkers left and right, and there's just one bunker in the front of this green, and that, as you can guess, should be avoided.
Be careful. They call this hole free fall. Frank, what do we have with the approach shot here at the 5th?
Just got to be cognizant of that bunker. That's you can see it there. That's just central front of this green. You've either got to go around it, or if you're good enough, then you go straight over it, but you've got to have a ton of spin on the second shot.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
Has it, and he's 2 under par. Ready to tee off here at the 6th. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, as long as it's not in the rough, the bunkers, well, there's no trees here, really. That little green strip, that runway down there, another hole that bends to the right, but find the fairway. The fairway's wide enough. You've got a pretty good idea exactly where you want to go. And once again, this is one of the shorter par 4s. So good drive here, just a short iron in.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, what do you think about this approach here at the 6th?
Well, one of the few greens here that's protected on both sides. Rather narrow green, and you can see really what happens if you miss. Bunkers left and right. Plus there's a couple of ridges, so club selection is important here.
He's knocked it on the green, not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Good effort and good par putt. On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why there's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Frank, that was a pretty good shot right there.
Yeah, he's done well to minimize the damage.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole. One under on the day. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Now the approach at the 8th, and Frank, what are the options for a player?
Well, the green does slope back to front, so if you're a high ball flight hitter, there's nothing wrong with flying the ball all the way up there. But because there's no bunkering in the front, you can also come in here low and sort of bound that ball up there. Choices.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good.
Really? This is an awkward length.
Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Well, that's a bogey. Starting to go the wrong way now, Frank.
If you keep driving 100 miles an hour, accidents are going to happen.
Frank, the 9th hole is called Olympus. Feels as though Russell Crowe should be standing on the tee, starring in some sort of a movie about the Greek gods.
I knew you'd go like Titans and that down here. But this golf course is for the mere mortals, Rich. This isn't for the Greek gods and the Titans of the world. They might think they are, but this is for you and me. This is for everybody. 36 handicappers. We can all play here.
Frank, you're in the business of analyzing golf shots.
I don't want to see that one again.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Your swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Frank, you always talk about it not compounding the error, but here again, another shot from the rough.
Yeah, if you try again.
Frank, how good was that just to get it on the green?
Well, from that shot there, you would have thought for sure that there was no chance he had of finding the green. That was some shot.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Oh, now that is going to hurt.
So a tester from 4 feet. That will be a 3 over on the scorecard for this hole. Time to pick up and move on. Getting ready now to begin the back 9 here at Chambers Bay. Rich Lerner for EA Sports with my partner Frank Nobilo. Frank, tell us about the 10th.
Well, Rich, this hole looks like it's stolen straight out of the Highlands in Scotland. It's called High Dunes, and you can see why big dunes on the left and right frame this hole beautifully.
This game will drive you crazy, Frank. You think you have it nailed, you're playing beautifully, and 6, 7 holes later, you're lost.
Yeah, well, we were talking about this player at the start of the round. It looked like everything was where it should be, but really what's happened, inexcusable. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Frank, it appears as though this approach shot here at the 10th is fairly straightforward.
It is. You've got a flat green, so you're not really worrying about mounds or bounces here. And really, this is, with a short iron in hand, this is one of those ones you just green light, you go straight at the flag here.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. No, that's not the way you want to start the back 9. Missed putt, bogey, and a drop shot. 8-foot putt here.
it doesn't go in, you got to add another one to the scorecard.
And that's where the golf ball's just staring at you and
Oh, yeah.
mocking you and laughing at you.
You know deep down it's smiling too, don't you?
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Too bad. 2 drop shots right there with a double bogey. Stepping up to the tee here at the 11th, Frank.
Yeah, it looks straightforward. You see a big dune in the middle of the fairway. You can really take that out of play. Get it down there as far as you can. You're going to need to. And then from there on in, it's really just trying to find out exactly where you want to land that second shot so that you can get it on the right level. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up, get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Frank, our featured player, a bit wobbly of late. This is an important approach shot.
It is. Time to just hit the brakes, do a little reset. Things aren't completely lost yet. Start to get back to that positive frame of mind.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Misses the putt here, has to try again and add another stroke to the scorecard. Settles in over the putt. So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 10th hole has knocked him back on his heels a little bit. He's playing defensive golf right now, and he's struggling. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
2, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Well, that's a little absurd, that Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
Yeah, this could pound very, very quickly, so now's a chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out.
How about that shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close? That's good. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. That's costly right there.
Painful.
This would give him a bogey. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Well, you almost lose count at this point. Safe to say, not under par. In fact, well over par. Now at the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, this one bends to the right, par 4.
It doesn't mean that you have to cut it or move the ball in that direction. Ideally, really, anything down the left side of the fairway would be well suited for this hole. There is a central bunker that sort of protects the front middle of this green. You can go in left of that or right of that, but this is a beefy par 4. 4 on the card, and you are not losing ground.
Frank, quite a bit to consider here at the 13th.
Yeah, there's little knobs on the left and the right side of this green, so that bunker you can see, at first it looks like you've got to avoid it. Well, you've really just got to carry it.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just didn't have the speed. Boy, those will knock the wind out of your sails. Double bogey. Frank, now to the 14th hole, and this is the 5th consecutive par 4 here at Chambers Bay, and by this point the players will know whether they're on their game or off their game.
At 546 yards, this hole can be shortened considerably if you choose to take a brave line down the left side. You can chew off as much as 70 or 80 yards. But once again here, because the hole bends to the left, you really got to know which direction that wind is coming from. Second shot. This one's going left, Rich.
Not knocking down the flagstick here, but looks as though it will find the green. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
It's that sneaky distance.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh my goodness, he just missed that. And that was almost tap-in distance. Just a little tap-in here. Then a rocky round. At last, Frank, a break from those long par 4s. We just played 5 par 4s in a row. Now the par 3 15th.
And also, as you can see in the distance, you can actually see a tree. It's one of the few that are on the golf course. Hence the name of 15. It's called Lone Fir. Not overly long, just a little short hole. But in a US Open, obviously they can play it at around 250 yards. It's just a fun par 3. But check where that flag is, because sometimes 3 is a good score here. But an easy flag position, and then go straight at it.
And he's made the green. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Continuing to putt with confidence. Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Chambers Bay. How do you do it in the right way, Frank?
Well, when you look down this fairway, obviously everything slopes left to right. That makes this hole actually play a little bit more of a dogleg to the right, even though it doesn't look it. And then, of course, that green up ahead, it's like a tabletop. So precision here is absolutely paramount.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Boy, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
that one got away. This, I hate to say it, for a triple bogey. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. Just 2 holes left to play. Now a par 3, the 17th, 218 yards, and all sorts of trouble, Frank, down that right.
Well, if you weren't beached at the 16th, then there's a chance you can be derailed, which is what this hole's called, at 17. Difficult par 3, you can see the bunker there in front, and once again, wind conditions. This is going to probably require one of the best tee shots, especially in the closing stages of the US Open.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think, you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here. And it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Solid play, heart of the green.
Really? This is an awkward length.
Well, he's not going to be real happy with that. Wow. Finally in for a double bogey. Now to the 18th hole. Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walk-in golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department of your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole in the golf course.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I love the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my eye.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. So, third shot now for Rory McIlroy. And it makes the green in regulation. Settles in over the putt. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Well read.
It really has been a tough day, Frank, hasn't it?
Golf, such an up and down game, and a few good holes might just turn this around. You never know. And some of the leaders could slip. You've got to think that way as well. And if that happens, it might just leave that door open.